I made a fire. It took a lot longer than most people would take. I just used one piece of dry wood that I had. Oh, there's a little bird. It's gone. One of those little pieces of dry wood. And it's in the bottom, and it really never even got used yet. And then I brought over some of the wood that we just split and stacked. And that's all of this wood. And it was dead trees, but it was a little green. And we weren't sure how it was going to burn yesterday, but it burned good yesterday. And now finally I got the fire going with a lighter and a bunch of these pine needles I gathered up, and those burnt really good. And a paper plate from lunch, and a cereal box, and whatever cardboard I could find. And then I went inside and ate and watched YouTube and came back out, and finally it's going good. I'm very happy. So I have all this wood over here that Dad split on his splitter, and then I stacked it, and then we covered it because we weren't sure if it needed to dry more, plus we're getting rain soon. So all this wood is just for burning in the fire pit, or if my brother and sister-in-law want to come over and get some for their fire pit, or my parents for their fireplace, even though they have tons of wood I stacked for them. Because I have the propane Martin heater inside. I don't have a firewood burning place in the cabin, so all this is pretty much just to have fun with over here and have people come over and visit. My parents came over last night, and we sat by the fire, even though it was like almost 32 degrees out. Maybe it was 33 or 34. But it was freezing, and it froze overnight. And we're getting more rain this afternoon and the next couple of days, so hopefully it won't be freezing at night. But my dad cut down probably 11 or 12 trees or so, and then bucked them and cut them into logs, and I hauled them over here. And then we split them later, and we had to clean up all the brush, which my back is just, I have lower back problems, and I am sore from a few days of craziness from not doing much before lately. We had quite a few burn piles. There's decks of logs over there. It was like 5 trees down here that were dead, but he cut down a few more that were kind of bad, so it's more open up here now. Another burn pile. All the wood so nicely stacked. And we had another burn pile over there. And there's a burn pile over there that's still going, burning in the roots in the ground. Old dead roots. And then at the bottom of the hill over there, down at the bottom of the field, or the edge of the field, there was another fire pit, or fire. So this tree is gone right here. These 2 are gone. Another one over there, a couple of them over there. And then behind me, like 5 or 6 over on the other side of the firewood pile. So this is a little safer. These trees were kind of leaning towards the cabin a little. That huge tree is healthy and strong, but that would be horrible if that fell over. That would crush the cabin. And then there's kind of some decent sized ones over here, but that big one behind my car is leaning away from the cabin, so that's fine as long as I don't park my car back on that side. And then that big tree too. It would be nice if that and this one could be gone, but we'll leave them for now. We left this little tree out here in the front of the cabin, but at least it's that less of a fire hazard around here. All the brush on the ground and trees gone, and put a sprinkler on the roof for summer for fire season. Try and save the cabin. But thank goodness we're done with all that for now. Lily keeps coming over all the way from my parents' place over here, and I put some water out for her just in case. But she comes in and she has a bed that I make for her, and she lays down for a few hours, and Beanie's in here, all nice and cozy. You cozy, Beanie? Beanie, I love you. Are you nice and cozy, honey? Oh, Beanie, I love you, honey. Are you nice and cozy? I love you. Beanie, good girl. I love you. And all the Christmas stuff. Kitchen. And then when Lily comes over, I just have this blanket that I flip over, and she lays right there, right next to the Christmas tree and the stove. Nice and warm, and she lays there for a couple hours, and then I'll finally send her home, or I'll take her back to my parents. But anyway, I'm proud of my fire until it starts raining in a little bit, but it's fun. And the bathroom's doing good. Solar panels keeping the battery topped off, besides the generator always charging it. My dad brought over their older fire pit because I haven't decided yet what I want to do, if I want to build one or buy one. And they rarely ever use theirs, so he just brought it over. It's kind of cool because it has pictures of different things like raccoons and elk and sheep and coyotes or wolves. It's great at night when it's glowing. Bear, pretty cool. So nice. And the Edison lights make a nice glow around the cabin at night. I just cannot wait for it to snow. It's going to be a winter wonderland. And we're not that high up, but there's a difference even between here and the little town that we live in, and then the main town that's a little bit farther away, 20 minutes away. But even the difference from here down to the little town we live in is a major difference. And then go 20 minutes to the main town and they'll have nothing, and nobody will believe that we're snowed in, but we've been snowed in for more than 5 days before because we're just up on the edge of a mountain. So nice. I think I'll bring my mountain bike over here so I can ride all the fire trails around here and try and stay fit, because I've been a little too lazy. I did all the Christmas lights at my parents' house over there across the field. There's tons and tons of Christmas lights I do on their house. We usually have a big Christmas party, which we're probably not going to have this year because of the virus. I mean, like, way more than my lights. And I love Christmas lights, so many of them we decorated inside their house for Christmas. Excuse me. I can't wait for the snow. Bye-bye.